everyone.
Hello.
Cassie and Vanessa from the Food and Meat Co-op. We wanted to go live real quick and just give you a sneak peek of the beef. Just reminding you that this is probably the only time in 2020 that we will have 60-pound cases of ground beef available. So I'm going to hop onto my phone here and make sure that we are indeed live. Let's see if we can see all of this here. Okay. Can you guys see us? Oh, yep, I see us. Okay. Didn't want it to...
A little bit of an echo.
Yes, give us an echo. So we wanted to show you the 60-pound cases of ground beef, and I have been buying beef this way for my family for a decade, and so I want to show you how I package it. I'm going to show Vanessa how to do it.
I don't even know how to do it yet. I was like, what do you want me to do? You want me to write on this? Do you want me to...
Right?
I'll just teach you as we go. So.
That's right. That's right.
I'm learning too.
Yes, so
Okay.
this is the 60-pound cases of ground beef. And so we're going to go ahead and open it in front of you. We got the 8515 for our family because I like that mid-level with the lean and the fat and all that good stuff. It's perfect for almost anything we make.
I like
so,
93.7.
You like? I know you like 93.7, yes.
Good stuff.
All right, so let's go ahead and dig into this box. We might need a knife.
Sealed. Whoa,
Yeah,
hold
it's sealed. Okay, okay. You don't want me to take a knife? Okay. She's got it. Let us know if you can see us and say hi. We'll just watch Vanessa here for a second.
It's pretty...
It's sealed pretty
sealed
well.
pretty well.
It is. It's good and sealed.
Just a little bit of entertainment.
That's right. Put some muscle into it. You could use a knife to open it, you know, whatever you want to do. There we go.
These are
Okay.
huge. Holy cow.
Yes, each of these tubes is 10 pounds of ground beef, and there's 6 of them inside of this case. You want to pick up another one there? So there's 6, which that actually makes it easy to share with neighbors, family. Hi, Brian, and everybody that you would want to share beef with. It makes it really easy.
Yeah, if you don't need this much, that's totally cool. Cause it's just
But our family will use this much. So we're going to move this out of the way, and I'm going to show you some really cool tricks here, okay? Go ahead and move this to the floor. I'm going to show everybody how to make 60 pounds of ground beef for the freezer, part of it cooked and meal ready, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is, I don't know if you can see back here, I have 2 stock pots on my stove, okay? So you're going to need serrated knives, bread knives, and all I do is I literally cut this in half, okay? And then I've got 5 pounds right here, and I'm just gonna squeeze 5 pounds into a stock pot. Want to grab the other one?
Yeah.
Stick that one in there.
Doing it in both? Okay.
And we're gonna let this cook while we package.
Do you want it in this one or?
Yeah, in the
Smaller
empty
one.
one.
Okay.
Yep. And then we're going to get out the next tube. So I have 10 pounds cooking in 2 different stock pots, 5 pounds each. It was super simple. We cut this in half, popped those in the stock pot, and we're gonna let those cook. I like to cook part of my chicken and part of my beef that I get in bulk, because sometimes our family just gets in like super crazy mode, and it's hard to make a full meal, and so we like to have cooked meat that we can do for tacos.
Yeah, it's a time saver for sure.
It is a time saver.
Yeah.
And it saves us money from like preventing us from going out to eat. So, okay. So this is actually going to be super cool. So you can use quart size or freezer bags. Now, I've been doing this for a decade, and when my family was little, like all my kids were little, we used to package in 1 pounds. But now that I have 3 teenagers, we are going to do 2 pound packages, okay? And because these are about 5 pounds each, I eyeball what I think would be about 5 slits or 5 portions of this. Okay? So I don't know if you guys saw, but I made like 5 cuts into that just to mark it. And I'm just eyeballing it. I'm not trying to get it exact. I'm just trying to get it approximately. Okay? And then we put it in here, squeeze it out, and then seal it up mostly. And I'll show you what we're gonna do. I used to have a really nice marble, what is this called?
A rolling pin?
Rolling pin. Marble rolling pin that I got as a wedding gift 21 years ago. And just last week, my kids that were making dinner dropped it and it shattered. So now I have this little plastic one. But when you have a big, nice one, it makes it a lot better. And then we just kind of roll this a little bit flat so it's easy for the freezer. So there's like a 2-pound package right there. And this is super fast. I have 60 pounds of ground beef, and we're going to show you how quick this is. Okay? So we're just going to keep cutting. Where did my slits go? There we go. I'm going to put that in here. Ready?
Is that flat enough? You guys?
You gotta remove the plastic off the beef there. Squeeze it out.
Oh, you didn't squeeze it out.
Yeah, I didn't squeeze it out yet.
Here
See,
we
we're already almost through 2 pounds here. And so I just squeeze out the plastic. Makes it super, super simple. Just to get the plastic out of there. And roll it flat. Okay, there's that one. All right, we're just about through 20 pounds of beef out of 60. And this is just the way that I've always done it because it's so fast and easy. And when my beef gets done cooking, I use a ladle, and I usually put 2 to 3 scoops of beef per bag, and that will fit in a quart-size bag. I'm not going to show you on video because I'm going to cook it, and then I'm going to rinse it and let it cool. And you guys don't want to sit here and wait for it to cool. Okay, we're through 20 pounds of beef so far. So let's grab another one. And I might cook 20 pounds instead of 10 this time. But as you can see, this is a very, very quick process to get this ready for the freezer. Do you guys have any questions, or how do you guys like to pack your beef? What are you thinking so far?
I do it this, like, I don't do it this way. I do it a much more difficult way.
A much more difficult way. So
But I use the quart size, and I fill that up.
Okay.
I actually measure mine out, so it takes twice.
Yeah, now you could. I have a
That's
food
my
scale.
OCD kicking in.
Yeah, I have a food scale, and so I have done that before. But I figure if we are in the ballpark of approximately 2 pounds per package just by eyeballing it, and it saves me a ton of time, then I'm happy. All right, we're almost through 30 pounds of ground beef. Like, this is really, really fast. And sometime I'll have to show you how I do the chicken, but I wanted to at least show you my trick for ground beef. And she's flattening it there. If I had my heavy-duty rolling pin, it would be much better than a hand, but that's okay.
Okay, it's a little therapeutic.
Yeah, a little therapeutic. Giving the beef a massage. Okay. I'm so excited about this beef, and I'm so excited that we were able to get it because this is a huge blessing for our community. So, beef was really hard to acquire in, post-March 2020. Okay, so we are already through about 30 pounds of ground beef out of 60 so far.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and brown this up a little bit while we wait. Oh, this one just get started. Okay, we'll let this keep cooking. All right. Okay, I think I will cook 20 pounds this time because I love having cooked ground beef ready. Okay, so we are on roll number 4?
Yeah, we have
4. We're on roll number 4. That's pretty sweet. We're going pretty quick. And like I said, when my kids were littler, we would only use a pound. And so I just would do 9 marks to make 10 different sections of approximately a pound each. And so, but we're all bigger now, bigger kids. I have 3 teenagers, and then I have a 11-year-old and a 9-year-old and a 5-year-old, and so they're getting big too. They still eat a lot. So it's a lot different eating than a decade ago when I started buying in bulk. And Vanessa here is enjoying her little massage time.
I'm just curious, is anybody used to packaging meat like this? Like, does anyone have any experience
Yeah,
so far? Or
I would love to hear.
different ways that people do it?
Yeah, I've seen some people that have. What are some of the things people have done in the group? Hamburger patties. They've used a hamburger patty
Hamburger
press.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the hamburgers.
Yes, and I will likely leave probably 5 to 6 pounds fresh because it's going to be good for a couple of weeks fresh before you have to put it in the freezer. And so then I'll use that as our beef in the first week that we have it. Yeah, I've seen the hamburger press. What else have we seen? I mean, really, we haven't offered this more than just last month,
Yeah.
so there hasn't been a whole lot. Okay, we are almost through 40 pounds of beef. Hi, Gilda. She said, this is how my father packages most things. Yes. Now, I have been a bulk food buyer for a decade, but I actually, to this day, still do not own a vacuum sealer.
I was just thinking about that. Costco had them on sale last week,
Yeah?
or 2 weeks ago. I was like, I really should get that. But I didn't. And now I'm wishing I had them.
Yeah.
But
Well, I always intend to, but I haven't ever gotten that far in life, I guess.
yeah. And the good thing about making them super flat like this is that the thaw time is literally cut in half.
Yes, she's exactly right. So when it's flat like this, not only is it easy to store, it doesn't take up as much room as you would think 60 pounds would, but it will thaw more evenly than like a chub or a chunk. Yes. All right, so we have now gotten through 40 pounds of beef, just like that.
In how many minutes? 11, almost 12 minutes.
Yep.
So,
That is pretty sweet. So
are you going to cook another whole roll?
I think we're gonna freeze one more, and I'm gonna cook the last one
Okay.
because we like to have it
Are you going to do
cooked.
any fresh?
Oh yeah, I am gonna do some fresh. So you're right. I'm just gonna get a bowl. Can you get me a bowl, sweetheart? And put it fresh in my fridge. So we'll package this one, and then I'll cook the last 10-pound tube. I'll cook half of it and then keep the other half fresh. So we'll package all of this
Sounds
in.
good.
Yeah, this is pretty.
That was something I was going to do differently is cook a bunch to have in the freezer.
Yes.
Because when we do like tacos or soup, like
Mhm.
vegetable soup, just throw it in there.
Yep, and storage bowl. The stopping point for my family to make dinner at home is the meat not being defrosted. And
That's the biggest one.
it is. And so when I have cooked already, then it's like, okay, worst case, we're gonna have Korean beef, or we're gonna have tacos or enchiladas,
Yeah.
and it doesn't take it's actually shorter than trying to get, takeout or something. And so it solves that problem. Thank you, babe. Okay. So we want you guys to see what this case looks like and just an idea to help you get it packaged for the freezer. You don't need fancy equipment. Like I said, I've been doing this for 10 years and I've never owned a vacuum sealer.
Do you have your fresh?
I'm going to do half of that one.
Oh, half of that one.
Yeah, and then I'm going to cook the other half of that.
Okay.
So I'm going to have about 15 pounds cooked, and then we're going to have 40 pounds in the freezer, and then another 5 pounds fresh that I'm going to use this week. So, and this should last our family, I hope, through the new year
think it
when we
will.
can get beef again. So our family of 8 hopefully can survive off of this.
Between the chicken and the beef, sure.
Yes. Okay, here's our last tube, and I'm going to cut it in half because I'm going to use this portion fresh for the week. So I have a bowl here that my daughter got for us. I'm just going to squeeze it into the bowl, and then I can just use this all week. It's so easy. Beef is honestly a lot easier to deal with than chicken. That's why I'm actually super excited about the special chicken we have coming in October that will be no work, which I'm very excited
Yeah.
about.
I
Okay,
think it'll be worth that.
so this is my 5 pounds of fresh beef that we're going to use this week. And then I'm going to put the rest of this inside of the stock pots. And I'm not going to cook and cool and rinse all of this on camera, but I'll share a picture in the comments after of what it looks like. Okay, guys? And just like that, 60 pounds of ground beef in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Obviously, I still have to finish cooking and packing that. But let's go ahead and show you what this pile looks like. And you can see that it's not quite as overwhelming as you might think. Because I know it sounds overwhelming, but what is going to be awesome is we are now going to have a good supply.
And winter's coming.
And winter's coming,
So.
yes. And I mean, it's going to take up some decent space in the freezer, but when you think 60 pounds, you probably think of tons and tons of space. So let's go ahead and just stack these up for you. And how much? This was 40 pounds. And we have 25 pounds. No, I'm getting this wrong.
That's 25,
No, that's
30.
15. 15.
15.
15
you
over
did
there.
1.5 over there.
And then 5 here. So this is 40 pounds. 40 pounds of ground beef packed in 2-pound packages. Hey, can you grab me a scale? I'm curious how close we got just eyeballing this on the weight.
Somebody's gonna get squashed down.
Okay, 40 pounds of beef so far. I get mine next week and we're going to use lots of freezer paper. Hi, Juliet. Okay, so this, we have one more package that my daughter's smashing. But this is what 40 pounds of ground beef looks like. And then I've got 5 pounds fresh in here for the week. And then we've got 15 pounds cooking in the stock pots on the stove. And again, how I package those, let me grab one here real quick. I use a ladle this size, and I find that it ends up being about 3/4 of a cup. And so I actually put 2 to 4 scoops of cooked beef in a quart-sized bag. And then I just mark if it's like 1 scoop or 2 scoops or 4 scoops. And then, you know, that's perfect. So I can pull out exactly what we need. But I will share pictures because you guys, this is still going to
I'm
take.
actually impressed.
How close is it?
So you're like 1.8, like these three are like 1.84.
So I got 1.84 just eyeballing it, cutting it into
1.85.
5 pieces there.
This one's a little over 1.9, but
1.9,
They're all
almost 2
the same.
pounds. See, like, now if you're not, you know, like super
pretty good.
particular.
1.85.
Yeah, see,
I'm impressed,
1.85.
Cassie.
Yeah, see, Vanessa was skeptical.
I wasn't skeptical. I'm just 1.82.
I have packed meat with her, and she does. She gets out her scale, and she puts it in, and then she takes a little bit out and puts it back in until she gets exactly what she wants. And I'm a very busy mom, and I'm like, we're gonna get close. Like, that's
It's
good
just
enough.
my OCD kicking in.
It's good enough for me. And so, yes, 40 pounds of beef. So, hi, Kenzie. So we just wanted to kind of give you guys an idea of what it looked like packaged, and we wanted to give you guys an idea for packaging it. Again, I have 15 pounds cooking over here, and I'll share that picture at the end to show you what they look like in the quart-size bags. But if you guys can see this, you know, it's not going to be like tons and tons of space in your freezer. I mean, this is 40 pounds right here, guys. Like, this is pretty sweet. And it's nice and packed compactly. So, works out pretty well.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
Good stuff.
Let us know if you guys have any questions. And we're excited that we were able to bring beef in. And we look forward to seeing what everybody does with their beef. I've done freezer meals before. Have you done freezer meals?
I don't do freezer meals.
So-
That's why I'm thinking like the ground beef cooks
Yeah.
will be, because I throw stuff together last minute.
Yep.
a lot of times.
So my family actually does not like freezer meals. So I've done them because I wanted to save time, but they don't like it. And so it's the same kind of thing. Like if I have the meat cooked, then it's almost like a freezer meal.
It actually cuts half the time down.
It does. It cuts half the time, like seriously. So anyway, Thanks for joining us, you guys. And let us know if you have questions, and we hope that you're able to get in on this last load of beef. We had like a ton of cases. I don't remember how many exactly we had. I think we're down to about 40 total between the 3 different types, and just a little over a week left.
Yeah.
Or a little under a week left, rather, to get your final orders in. So, all right, guys, take care. Thank you.
Bye.